Hey David, you know that script that you gave me? Could I get that in Spanish, please? You got it, GOAT.
I'm hearing a lot of buzz about the supposed scripting of the MLS.
The script is already wrote. Y'all think that was real, bro? It was scripted. I just saw it live. I'm sorry.
Messi comes to Miami and instantly is awarded a free kick that's like a Hollywood movie moment. And it's not just the game against Cruz Azul. Messi has had multiple Hollywood-level storylines that have happened since he arrived.
Boy, it feels scripted. But I don't think it is. It feels weird, I get it, that Messi would get a free kick in the 94th minute when there was only 2 minutes of stoppage time supposedly added. And let's not forget about that own goal in the Dallas game. For fun! But here's what I think is really going on. I think human beings are storytelling machines. We see the world through stories. And I think sports is maybe the best mechanism to produce stories known to man. You take these people who are larger than life, they become characters in our mind. We know them and we root for them and we pull for them. We know what's going on in their lives to a certain extent. We follow them religiously. And then you put them into a game. You give them conflict. And storylines naturally emerge from that. For instance, in the FC Dallas game, we had a storyline that emerged. FC Dallas has a player named Bernard Kamungo, who was a refugee in Tanzania. And he came to the USA at 14 years old with $94 in his pocket. His brother paid for him for an opportunity to go to a tryout with the youth academy. And then he worked his way up from the youth academy all the way up to the first team of FC Dallas. And here he was just recently playing on the field with Lionel Messi and playing well. It's an amazing, beautiful storyline that arises out of the sport. I think it's wild to think that a major league like this would actually script the things. The amount of people that would have to be involved in a conspiracy like that is pretty insane. But it does feel that way, and I get that. And I wouldn't be surprised maybe if a referee here or there might be told, hey, in this certain situation, don't call that. I mean, we've seen things like this happen in sports before. It's not been the first time.
After tax inspectors stumbled across payments by the Catalan club to the vice president of the referees committee, these payments stretching back across 2 decades, or more than 2 decades, they total more than 7 million euros to this individual. Doesn't appear to have been living a particularly high-profile lifestyle, and nobody knows or can say what they were for exactly.
I think what really is going on here is that Lionel Messi is one of those players who has this clutch gene. There has been some psychological research on this idea of clutchness.
When I wrote about this for my dissertation, I just took the definition that had been put out there for choking, which was like performance decrements, like getting worse under pressure. And I just said, well, let's just say it's getting better under pressure. It is, I think, performing better than usual, specifically when there's pressure.
There are some players who just don't break under pressure. In fact, there are some players under certain circumstances tend to perform higher than they do in normal circumstances. Like Kobe Bryant, who just somehow in those big moments is going to come through and do things that frankly he might not have been able to do in the normal circumstances of the game. You see that with Jordan, you see that with Messi. You just know he's going to make that free kick when he takes it. So no, I don't think that the MLS is rigged. I don't think the MLS is scripted. I think Messi has created his own script because he's just that good. I'll see you guys in the next video.